Okay, so where I want to start this video is let me see if I have better sunlight on my shitty fucking MacBook camera. Where I want to start this video is this. Notice how every time when a man starts thinking and his thinking does not benefit a woman, that he's considered crazy. Notice that. Notice every time a man begins thinking and starts properly thinking and then trying to spread his knowledge, if said knowledge does not benefit a woman, then women will regard him as crazy. And and any influence of like a child like man who sees him and laughs at him, she loves that every fucking time. But when grown men who dealt with bitches and dealt with the world, when they start talking and with whatever they're saying, if it does not if it does not put women in a good light or benefit women, they fucking hate it. They in the man's regard is crazy. And this goes into my topic that I label this video. Just never, ever, please, men around who are living in these westernized countries, especially North America. But if you live in a westernized country, it's the same dynamic of shit that happens. Please never, ever get deeply involved with an American woman. It's just not worth it. Or westernized woman. The risk is you're pretty much playing Russian roulette. Do the math. Do the fucking math. You're playing Russian roulette with a revolver that has 10 slots and you put 6 bullets in it. Seriously. And that's the fucking math. That is literally the math on it. You see? And women hate when men start talking like this because it doesn't put them in a good light. You see? So they will do any mental gymnastic on you or the pussy bitch with man who's with her. Any mental gymnastic to get you to convince the man, me in this situation, that I'm crazy. Anything. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. It is just not. It is simply there is simply no benefit for you to be too deeply involved with an American woman. Like, okay, I've been back in the United States for about two and a half months now. Came back, yeah, about 2 months. And the only American women who know where I live are the women who live, near me. I don't keep if it was up to me, no one would even know what kind of car I drove. Nothing, because I'm telling you, it's just not fucking worth it, man. What they can pull on you just because they get mad about something, it is unbelievably ridiculous. I know if anybody watched this video, you had plenty of stories of watching what women get away with legally. And it's just and you weren't even married to him. You watch him do this dumb shit. Like this shit, America, especially America. This is a playground. This is nothing but a free bed and brothel / playground for women's emotions. That's all it is. Like this shit. Okay, see another person. Okay, now in America, for instance, let's say you with a wife or a longtime girlfriend. You living with this girlfriend. Domestic dispute happens. Police gets called. In America, you already know protocol. And the thing is, what's fucked up is you're so used to this protocol that American men believe this shit is actually normal. Police calls. Okay, let's say you get in a domestic dispute with your wife or girlfriend. Police get called. You know, as a man, you going to jail. You see how fucked up that is? And it's so fucked up that you genuinely believe that this is normal protocol. That shows where you are mentally and all this shit. And women love it that you're there mentally. They fucking love it. Now, when I was in Europe, same shit happens. Police get called. They tell the woman to calm down and go inside. Nobody goes to jail. Unless, somebody comes out, beating up bloody or some crazy shit like that. But if it's like a basic yelling or something gets slammed and, a loud noise, no, nobody's going to fucking jail over that shit. You see, but like when you grown up and raised here, and this is all you ever really truly lived in, you think that this shit is fucking normal, and it's just this is not normal. The divorce laws that they just man like the alimony. I hear stories about. I knew one dude. He was paying his ex-wife, I think 50 or 60% of his wages. And like most relationships, he had the real job. She was like a fucking cook or some dumb shit like that. So she took all his fucking money, rented a house out, blew all the fucking money. And she was taking out child support while she still had the fucking boy half the time. blew all the, like most women, they're not good with numbers. I stated that in the previous video. It's just the reality. Most women, they hate numbers. Why? Because numbers insinuate logic. Why don't they like logic? Because once they start seeing things logically, they start seeing that they really aren't worth a whole lot in the world from the start, and they can't run from that. So this is why they always have to throw logic off and then just be completely emotional about shit. Because once they start deducing logic, they start deducing their worth in it, and then the sheer thought of their true worth and all this shit is so abysmal that a lot of them would just commit suicide. That's the reality of their fucking of their mentalities. Man, it's this shit like it is so unbelievable. It's laughable. It's really laughable when I think about seriously talking to an American woman. Seriously, like speaking more than 3 sentences to an American woman, and and actually trying to fuck her. That is just the sickest joke on the planet. Like I say, the worst things you can probably have happen to you on a worldly basis, or you can do, is commit a violent felony. That's one. And guys who I know who have violent felonies, they'll agree with me. Like that will mess up your whole life perspectives and life potentials and all that. The worst things: get a violent felony, get hooked on heroin, and be and be stuck in America with an American woman. All of those things will drag you the fuck down, and you will never ever be able to be you in anything. Like you are always kind of like tied to this bullshit. And but to see, like I said before, see the thing is, see with American men, all you know is a lot of you, all you know is like is American women. So you think, oh, it's normal for me to go find a wife and hate my fucking life. It's normal for me to be Al Bundy. Al Bundy's normal. He hates his life. He hates his life. I should aspire to be like Al Bundy because he hates his life. And guess who loves their life sitting there? Peggy. Peggy sitting at home taking all his money. Hi Al. And then getting everything. And she ain't doing shit. You see what I'm saying? Peggy loves it. Al hates it. And American men are so used to seeing it. It's like, oh, well, yeah, I might as well aspire to be that because that's the only option I can see. You see what I'm saying? I'm not even thinking of an option where I can move. I can move to Ukraine, where the average wage in the capital city is $200. And if I move there, and I could bring $1,000 a month, I could be a king and have some woman fucking come worship me because that's what they gonna do. That's what all women are wired to worship men who are have more money in relative to this scenario. They're just hardwired to be that way. So you go over there and do that. You say, but yeah, see, a lot of some American men, they know that option even exists, but they're just too pussy to ever do it because you know what I'm saying, because they gotta learn another language, blah blah. But they'll speak English too. But man, like yeah, there is no reason. I mean, if anybody can come up with a reason, tell me, because I'd love to hear it. Because I mean, there is just no, there is no, there is not even that. I would say no. The only way I would say do it is if you're not American and you're trying to get a visa into America. That's about the only way. Either that, or let's say now you did go out and get a violent felony and you can't get a good job, then get with a woman, or you stuck on from being fucked over by a previous woman, and so she taking on all your money from child support. Then I would say, yeah, if you in America, yeah, do that to get you up. But man, if you're single, man, like don't ever. And then I'm not even going to single mothers because I get on that shit too. That is just the ultimate failure in any culture on the fucking planet. Like that's just that a single mother. That is just the ultimate failure. I don't care what happened to the dad. It's the reality of what you gonna be stuck with. The dad could have fucking died, and he could have been the most upstanding guy who died in a war. The reality is, with you as a man, as a stepdad, what you got to walk in and deal with now? Some shit that ain't yours, some bitch that ain't yours, and a place that ain't yours. That's just the ultimate loss. Now, and in the situations where women's babies' fathers died in war, he could have been up. He could have been Nobel Prize winning medical surgeon in the army and got blown and his head blown off because he was trying to save some starving children from a neighborhood rapist. He could have been the most stand-up guy. But the reality of that female is she looking for somebody to help. She looking for somebody to help. And her goal is to exchange pussy for the help. That's just the reality of what you're gonna be stuck with. So like that's just there's no situation where that is, you know, you as a man, you just can never truly be happy with a single mother. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It don't matter where she is, where she's from, what she does, blah blah blah. You stuck with some food somebody else already chewed up, and you sitting down eating the food. Our pre-chewed up food tastes good. Other man's saliva walking around the house. Like, man, fuck that shit. But me, yeah, man. Just do me a favor, man. Just don't stop paying these fucking American women attention. Man. I mean, like, go. You know what I'm saying? When you get horny, then go find a random one in a bar or something like that, and go back to her place and fuck her, and just don't call her again. Because I mean, pretty much after the second, third time of having sex with them, it's going to be all downhill for you from then on. Because that's all the woman's existence really is. It's just downhill shit. And her goal is to get with an uphill man. You see what I'm saying? So she ain't falling downhill so fast now. Because now she can pull off the man's resources to fall downhill. You see what I'm saying? After 2 or 3 times of having sex, there's no purpose to really talking to them much. Like it's always going to be down. You're going to be the one having to pick up shit for them, pick them up some stuff from somewhere, fix something in the house because they're dumb. She's gonna break something. It's like having fucking children. It's probably having a woman, having especially American woman, it's probably worse than having children because she thinks she's a fucking adult, no matter how old she is. She can be 42. She thinks she thinks she's an adult, but all of them act like fucking 9-year-olds behind closed doors. You see. All of them do. I don't care if she could be a medical doctor. You get her behind closed doors and talking about something, they resort to being 9 years old. They're just not fucking, like, that's the reality. Like, just these American women. And then again, like I said, with the laws, alimony, child support, fucking quality of life. Don't even let a bitch live with you, man. I know a buddy of mine, he got a bitch living with him, man. And like I said, they see now when it comes to laws and it's something in it for them, they know the laws like better than Sherlock Holmes. They'll go out there. Yes, Article 295 of the Detroit Valley Statement stated they said no client should watch. Get her in the courtroom and have it benefit her. She gonna know all that shit. For real. Like, don't ever name, because if you let them live with you, it can eventually be seen as a common law marriage, and here come the alimony payments. Or maybe not specifically alimony, but it's going to be some quality of life payment that's known throughout the world. Like, it's going to have a different name, but it's going to be the same shit. You're going to have to pay to keep her lifestyle up. Your lifestyle? Oh, we don't give a fuck about your lifestyle. Go live under a bridge, but we're going to take care of her. In Western countries, that's what's going to happen. They don't just never. I honestly. And I'm just speaking truthfully out of all the women I know here. Just being truthfully. As a man, this is just truthfully. I mean, out of all the women I know, like there's no reason. You are literally walking into fucking loss. Like I said, okay, just based off divorce rates alone, I think it's like 6 out of 10. Like you're pretty much playing Russian roulette with 6 bullets in a revolver that has 10 slots in it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're walking into your like, okay, if somebody told you, here's 10 cupcakes, 5 of them will give you the stomach flu. Go ahead, eat them. You wouldn't touch 9 or 10 fucking cupcakes. You see what I'm saying? Because it's right there. I don't care how hungry you get. If somebody came up to you with a box full of 10 cupcakes and you were starving, right? But you knew you can go home and just cook your own shit or go, or figure something else out of your own. And it came up with 10 cupcakes. 5 of these cupcakes is going to give you the stomach flu, the stomach virus, right? What you going to do? Oh, I think I'll try one and maybe I won't get some. You throw that whole box of cupcakes away because, just like with women, just like with women, see them 5 cupcakes, that virus is gonna leak on to another cupcake. So now it's really 6 out of 10, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna start rubbing, and then that virus gonna get on that. So it really is like 8 out of 10 for real. The other two men, they just trying to put up with it because of family values and shit like that. But the men really need to leave them hoes for real. They really need to leave them. Like, just never, man. I can't. I just can't see. I cannot come to one logical conclusion why it would benefit any American man who is not just super fucked up in life to get deeply involved with an American woman. Like I said, don't and the only I say a big reason why it even happens is because of men, American men and Westernized men are so beat down that they believe that they should put up with this dumb shit. They think it's right. This is fine. This is perfect. Yeah, my wife should my wife should be should have all these rights whenever we break up and be able to take everything out of me. I can't take nothing out of her, though, and that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. This is fucking unbelievable. It's fucking unbelievable. It's and to see the thing is see everything, and like I say in all my videos, women know everything I'm saying is true. They're just hoping they find a dumbass man that doesn't believe it's true. A dumbass man who's believing life is this fucking Disney movie or something, and is trying to live off of that. That's what they're like. They're all hoping to find that fool. You see what I'm saying? Okay, because they're all looking to find a fool and somebody who's gangster in life. Okay, because the fool is going to be the financial support. You see, the fool is always he's gonna pay all her rent, pay all her food, and the fool feels good about doing it in a woman's mind, not a man's mind. I'm saying as a woman's mind, she likes when a man feels good at taking care of her life. Now she really don't want to have sex with him. You see what I'm saying? Like even she really doesn't want to have sex with him. She just kind of does it to keep to keep the hustle up, to keep the hustle going. And then she wants the gangster dude to come in and just plow her out, with no regard. And she likes and keep them two separate. You see, the thing is, every woman knows what I'm saying is true. They're just hoping they find that they're hoping that they can find a fool who's gonna pay their dumb shit and entertain their shit and be like, oh, guys who talk like that are fucking crazy, dear. See, when she hears you say some shit like that, that's her cue. Ding, found one. That's the ding in her head. Found one, got him. Got him, girl. Gary, get my cell phone paid, my internet paid, girl. I'm going to have a new iPhone X10. Yeah, they ain't even out yet. She already knows it. You see what I'm saying? Like, so man, how much they smile on your face and all that shit. Like, see, look, they know every bit of what I'm saying is true. Again, they're just hoping they find a fool ass man who doesn't have awareness on this yet.